So we're now to is this our fourth one? Fourth one.
This morning.
It's our fourth live today.
We're doing all day, I guess, at least till about 2:00. So.
And today, right now we get to be able to listen to Tami. Tami, her and her husband, Mike, are going to be at the conference. They're going to have, they're a vendor there. And they have a product that's
really unique. Yeah. And just from our standpoint, they've been with us ever since it got canceled 2.5 years ago or 3 years ago. So thank you for staying on and being with us for so long. We appreciate that.
Yeah, we're excited that you guys can get this going.
That's this craziness. So, but now it's here, and now it's crazy that it's like a week away. So it's all good. It's ready to go.
So Tami, you want to tell us, you have the Essence ring. You want to kind of tell us like what it is and how this product came about.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks again for having us, for letting us come up to the show. We're excited to be a vendor there, and yeah, we're glad that we're getting to be in person. So yeah, my husband and I, a couple of years ago, he had this ingenious idea when he was flying on an airplane, sitting next to a gentleman that was, we'll just say, unsavory smelling. And he just thought there has to be a way to like not smell the person next to me. And so he came home and we just started to kind of brainstorm ideas, and the birth of the Essence ring came about. So basically what it is, and I will show you without taking it out of my nose. It is a simple little silicone nasal diffuser is kind of what we call it. It is, I'll kind of show you, it's a very flexible nose ring that you place over the septum of your nose. I'm actually wearing one right now. It's clear, not super visible for those people who didn't ever want to get a septum ring in their life. And for those that did, now you can do it without piercing your nose. But the technology behind it is that it's a medical silicone that actually infuses with essential oils. So we soak these in 100% grade therapeutic essential oils, and it allows you to have kind of a personal aromatherapy experience. Like I said, it was created originally to block out smells or to be able to control the smells around you. But as we got more and more down the road of patenting this and creating it, we realized that there's a whole holistic side to it. Absolutely, so anybody that uses essential oils knows that there are so many benefits. And, as we started to talk to people, it was really interesting to see the different ways that they would use essential oils. Like they would pat them under their nose, or they would like stick tissue up their nose, or wear a necklace that they would sniff. And basically this just gives people a way to take their diffuser with them anywhere and use it at any time.
So
the ring lasts.
Sorry. I was just going to ask, is it something that after a certain period of time, you have to just re-soak it? Is that what you do? Or
yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So that the scent lasts about 4 to 5 hours. Your nose does start to acclimate to any scent that you're around for a longer period of time. Yeah. But yeah, the scent will actually stay infused in the ring for 4 to 5 hours. And then it's so simple. You just pull it out and you put it in. We have these little soaking bays. You put it in there, put a couple more drops of oil, let it sit overnight, and it reinfuses. So totally reusable up to 30 times. And obviously we recommend rinsing the ring after use before you rescent it. But yeah, it's amazing what you can do with essential oils, and having it right there in your nose. You actually have some really strong receptors on the inner lining of your nose, on your septum. And so having the oils that close also has increased benefits.
Absorbs it and you smell it in. Nice. Mm-hmm. Are there a key? Oh, sorry, Liz.
I was just going to say this kind of, we have a daughter that is kind of crazy, but allergic to avocados. And
which really stinks because we really like to eat those.
And so the reason, but when she first experienced an avocado, all of a sudden, I'm like running for the drama, what is it? Dramamine, whatever.
No, we didn't EpiPen. Because we don't really have medicine in our house, to be honest. And so it's kind of like, we had, I think,
But
because
she
of
was,
the allergies, we're like, okay, so someone's had hay fever before. Where do we have a hay fever pill or something like that?
yeah.
You know?
And so I like put it, you know, had her take it because it was like her neck
It was the first time.
was getting red and she felt like it was getting harder to breathe. And so after I gave that to her, I was like, okay, you know, we're gonna have avocados in the house just because, you know, we have avocados. We need to figure out like what we can do so that if this happens, we're not running to the medicine anymore, because that's not what we, you know, that's not usually our first choice that we like to go to. And anyways, we ended up finding out that peppermint, if she accidentally has some avocado, peppermint takes it away. And so what I do is I have her like sniff it. I have her put it on her
underneath
feet.
her nose. Yeah.
You know, I put it on her chest, whatever. You know, we're just trying to infuse her with everything with peppermint. But now whenever she goes to like Girl Scout camp, you know, Young Women's camp, whatever, she has to take peppermint with her, because there's going to, you know, there could be.
Well, it's just not avocados. Sometimes it's bananas, but not always. Sometimes it's pineapples, but not always. So it's kind of like the tropical fruits that she kind of has a thing with. And so sometimes it's worse than others. We don't know why.
I'm just looking at this product would be so great for her to take with her if she takes it with her to like these camps, because then she could just put it in her nose and she could just smell that and be just fine.
Absolutely. And that's the great part. There's kind of two pieces to that. One, when you have to douse her up with peppermint, peppermint's a great one, right? But there are some essential oil scents that I am not a fan of. And I had a neighbor who, I love her to death, but she would douse her kids in oils, right? And they would go to school and all you would smell was like this walking oil bowl. And the great thing about these is that,
and not always are they the most pleasant smelling.
No, right? I mean, a lot of the really good ones are.
He was always using oils, and I'm like, wow, you know, I'm glad you're using oils.
And you just know, you can like, it's like the cologne, right? They come in and you're like, oh, so-and-so's here. But the cool thing about these is that like your wife can be wearing lavender, you could be wearing peppermint, and you would never know unless you're really, really close to them. You would never know what they have on. So we've used it. My daughter will wear them to school because she gets anxiety a little bit, especially when she goes into testing and things like that. And she can pop it in while she's taking her test, calms her nerves, helps her to relax, and then she can pull it out after. And not everybody around her is smelling her. So then on the other side of that, we have had clients who have come to us and said, you know, I love the smell of lavender. It's my favorite, but my husband's allergic. And so I can't diffuse it in my home because it bothers him. And so they have just raved because they can pop this in and it has no effect on the person next to them. So it's like you eating an avocado and your daughter has no interaction with that avocado because it's only in your nose and only you are using it. So there's a lot of benefits around that.
Is there an essential oil that helps you with testing? Because man, this is the way to cheat the testing system if you're a teenager.
Oh yeah, right? Like you use we have one called Stress Relief that is amazing. It just magically opens your brain up. It gives you all the answers.
That's what we need to figure out. I'm sure there is probably one, or there's probably a couple, you know.
But that's the cool thing is there's so many holistic benefits to essential oils, as you're very well aware. So we have a lot of the baseline scents, like lavender and lemon and eucalyptus and orange. But we've also taken time to curate a mixture of scents for like stress relief, or we have one called Allergy Blend that works wonders if you have any kind of seasonal allergies.
Really?
You just pop that in, wear it for a couple hours. It's amazing for hay fever. That's probably that we get the best or the most immediate response to is people will be like, I put it in and an hour later I'm great. And I didn't have to pop an allergy pill to take care of it.
So you guys also do, is that right? You also do oil blends then too?
So we've started to kind of curate our own oil bottles. So we have it in about half of our scents right now. And we'll be getting more and more of those in. But the cool thing about this is we created it to be a device. So we do have our own oils. The rings are pre-scented, but we also have one called a Create It ring. And it's just a blank scented ring. So if you have
their own oil to put,
if you're a doTERRA diehard or an essential, a Young Living diehard, you can use any 100% therapeutic essential oil to scent these. So it's completely
and basically
customizable
all
for
it
yourself.
is you put it in that little thing that you had, and then you put in just a couple of drops of oil and let it set, and it just absorbs it, and then it will last for the morning and afternoon.
Even our retail packs that we sell have a little zipper. So you don't have to buy the soaking bay. It's just cuter and a little bit more fun. But even if you buy the regular ones, they have a zipper, put it in there, a couple drops, seal it up. We obviously recommend a carrier oil with like a peppermint or anything that's a little bit harsher topically, and to only use topical safe scents, of course, oils. But yeah, you can use any brands. Super easy, simple. It's really just, it's a vehicle and a mechanism to allow you to use those oils anywhere.
Now, you said that you only last for 90 days. Is there a reason for that? Is it because they just lose the ability to absorb after a certain amount of time?
No, to be completely honest, I mean, we tell people that you can use them up to 30 times, but I haven't found a breaking point. That's our little secret. You can honestly use these. I've had one that I've had for 4 years and I'm still rescenting it. So there really isn't. The silicone is a medical grade. It's what they use when they do surgery in people's bodies and create mechanisms that go inside the human body. And so it's virtually indestructible. The oils don't break down. We've done a ton of R&D research to make sure that no other toxins are released when you're using these. So you're literally just getting the essential oils with nothing.
So I was sitting there thinking that I was at Shane's office the other day, and there was this gentleman that came in that probably wasn't the most pleasant smelling. And so probably you need to have it to where the other people in the office have a ring.
Oh yeah. I mean, we were in Las Vegas a couple weeks ago walking through casinos, and we were all like,
does not smell
put the rings in like,
holy cow, yeah, you walk even on the strip, you'd need one because the whole place smells like marijuana, right? Holy cow.
But that's the cool thing is then I have a son, like on the adverse side of other uses, I have a son who just had trouble falling asleep. So we would put a lavender ring in his nose each night because he shares a room with my other son, and my other son doesn't super love the smell of lavender. So to diffuse it in the room, we just get a lot of complaints. So we have him just put a ring in his nose right before he goes to bed, and he's out. Like it's worked wonders as far as his sleeping patterns.
Nice.
So you guys are going to be there, and we're so glad that you're going to be part of the Be Healthy Utah Natural Health and Wellness Conference, because what you do is completely natural.
Yeah, come by and see us. We're going to give out free samples. It really is kind of a product that you have to try. It's really kind of fun to hand people a sample and be like, just put it in your nose. Just see what you think, right? And every time it's this aha moment of like, this is really cool. So come by and get a free sample. Yeah, we want to just share the love. We want people to be healthy. We want them to get the benefits in the easiest way possible. And this is the cheap and easy way to do it.
So you guys have a code to be able to share with your following. Do you want to share what that is?
Yeah, so we have Essence 30, and that gets you into the conference for $30, which is awesome. That's a killer deal. You can come, hang out, go to all the different booths, enjoy just this miraculous event that you guys are putting on for 2 days.
You get 2 full days. And so I think there's going to be a lot of people flocking to your booth there, so they want to experience what is this nose ring.
Yeah, as you see people walking around with it in, be like, hey, where'd you get that? And come see us.
That's right. So make sure everyone likes and share this live with your family, friends, whoever, so that they can also come to the conference with you and be able to come, and make sure you stop by at these guys' booth, the Essence Ring booth, because I don't think you will ever experience something like this. You ever experienced something like this before. So we're grateful you were able to be part of it.
Thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate it. And thank you for putting together this awesome event.
Hey, we appreciate you. And we will see you next week.
I know, kind of crazy. We'll see you next week at your booth.
Thank you guys so much.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.